Hey, I'm the 2K MC, and if you haven't heard about the upcoming events in the neighborhood, well, this is your chance. This weekend, check out Court Conqueror. Win 4 games in a row in this 3-on-3 event for a chance to win some fun prizes. On Wednesday.
One of the best, the lively and colorful Riverwalk. Just part of what makes San Antonio such a great town. Welcome, everyone, to Noche and Beyond. A Latin theme is the backdrop to tonight's festivities. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. Jrue Holiday is in his 8th season with the...
Terrific. David, thanks. And a look now at the San Antonio Spurs' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll host the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for the matchup with the Bulls, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Danny Granger out there with Russell. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Richmond. And it's Kidd in at the 1. And for the Spurs, Duncan is out there with Rudy Gobert. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then it's Simmons. And it's Hill in a shooting guard. Hill against Richmond. A shot off that time. Excellent D there from Hill. Simmons looking it over. Kicks it to Hill. Not going to go that time. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Last time they met was in Portland this season.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, then another. Really the story of the game.
Yeah, it felt like just the entire roster was stuck in neutral. There was nobody offensively that could get anything going.
Count the basket. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings midseason?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, you know, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change. But sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 16s, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
Granger passes to Kidd. Portland moving the ball around. Unloads from 13. Rebound San Antonio. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, I mean, their execution at times was flawless, but they also made some mistakes that ultimately did them in.
Well, they had the home fans worried for a little bit. I know that.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. To the paint, here's Russell, and the slam dunk by Russell.
And you can see Kidd's ability to pass truly is a gift. When one of his teammates is open, he is quick to get them the ball in rhythm.
Doncic outside. 6 to shoot. And the layup is good. Doncic has got his second basket of the night.
The defense tried, but Doncic gets through. Luka able to put a smooth release on the shot despite the contact.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Doncic finds Hill. And stolen by Jordan. And here's a fast break. Granger leading the way. And here's Kidd from the arc. It's good on the putback.
Timeout. And this is the problem. The length, the timing. Russell, one of the very best at corralling misses and turning them into points.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. So both teams changing it up here. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Drew Holiday.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Peyton passes to Guerin. Doncic outside. Shot clock at 6. Misses off the right iron.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And San Antonio has possession. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. They trail by 1. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That is his first foul of the game. 1:03 left to play in the first quarter. A pass to Porzingis. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Always the connection with the teammate. That time Porzingis in the right spot.
Now Moncrief passes to Hayward. Back to Moncrief. Here's Russell. Shakes him. That one off the back iron and out. The Spurs have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Doncic against Moncrief.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a loss to Dallas.
I mean, in the modern era, you have to be able to stretch the floor or you're going to struggle.
Yeah, the best way to make it hard on teams is continue your motion, and their motion on the perimeter just wasn't good enough. That ended up costing them.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's San Antonio leading by a point. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
We've got Holiday. Luka Doncic out there with Green. And there's Porzingis. And it's Guerin in at the 2. That's the San Antonio 5. Shot clock at 5. Here's Batum. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
And Holiday, here we go. And he makes good on the layup. Holiday's got his first basket of the night.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Green with the block.
You can see Draymond Green so fired up every time he has a chance to impact the game defensively.
A moment here to look at some numbers for Ayton. 8th in rebounding. And he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game. Kevin McHale, he checked in for the Spurs. Hill comes in for Doncic. The 3 from Hill. They get it back, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Kidd passes to Ayton. To the middle. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Yeah, this is a maturity play here. Lots of pressure around him, and he doesn't speed up.
So for the Trailblazers, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Noah. And it's Granger in for Moncrief. Free throw drops for Ayton. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Here's Hill. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Hill's got the lead up to 4 now for the Spurs.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has. A guy that wants to get his team involved.
Granger against Holiday. Now here's Granger. Started closer. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
The word you hear most about Granger is efficient. Good from mid-range, draws a lot of fouls, can score even when the D has all of his attention.
San Antonio making a switch here. Payton's checked in. And a switch here also for Portland. Russell, he's checked in free. Payton kicks to Simmons. Richmond with the rebound. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%.
Just a physical bull is Richmond. Also, he has the explosiveness to go with the physicality. That's a good recipe for drawing foul.
San Antonio making a switch here, and so Richmond nails both of them.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player, excellent at the free throw line.
Hill up top, Granger covering, and the basket by Hill.
And because of his ability to attack the rim, Hill can use that mid-range jumper as a great second option. Keeps defenders honest when he's knocking that down.
Granger outside. From deep. It's hauled in by Duncan. Duncan's got 4 rebounds in this game. Hill has the open look. A three-pointer is right on target. Now it's a 5-point San Antonio lead. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the south. Pass to Jordan. 1:15 left in the second quarter. Kidd. Simmons with the defensive effort.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Called the run. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket from Richmond.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
Simmons against Kidd. Knocked away and stolen by Granger. And here's a fast break. Granger leading the way.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Kidd against Simmons. To the inside. Here's Duncan. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists now in this one.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, a pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4. They flipped the switch in the second quarter. It was a much better performance than in the first quarter, and their lead is now... And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now...
if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Mitch Richmond really making a difference here.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Here is Richmond. Now we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Portland, DeAndre Jordan is out there with Russell. Then it's Richmond. Then there's Danny Granger. And it's Kidd in at point guard. Richmond for 3. It's good from long range. Richmond's got 12.
On a roll here tonight. Richmond with a lot of offensive tools, and he is happy to show them off.
Duncan finds Gobert. For 3, Hill. The shot that time not on target. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Kidd passes to Granger. And no good. Gobert with the defensive effort. Here's Hill. Yes! And the foul. It's gonna go on Mitch Richmond.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And Portland making a change here. Ayton's checked in. Oh, Ayton in position. Doncic with the steal. Here's Simmons. Got a piece of it. Kidd with the steal. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Duncan with the block.
And Duncan just timed that one perfectly. A shooter should never attempt those kind of shots with Timmy roaming the rim.
Green, he's checked in for San Antonio. So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Here's Granger. Somehow misses the one-handed flush. Spurs leading by 6. Here's Simmons. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Simmons got his first bucket of the night.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Back to Granger. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a walking double-double. This guy has a huge physical advantage on the nights that he's playing other bigs, whether that's by his size or his ability to run the floor. And if he comes out with an aggressive mentality, he could really punish some teams throughout the course of a regular season. That's the kind of passing you want. Try to get an assist on every bucket.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
And some think that Ayton has a chance to be in a class with some of the great big men we've seen, be it Ewing or Robinson, Hakeem. I mean, those are very lofty standards. Brent, how does he get there, then?
It's a great question. I think when you talk about it, Kevin, you got to look at the defensive end. And those names that you just mentioned on a nightly basis were a force behind anybody on the perimeter. When they came into that house, it was defended. If Ayton gets there, he's got a big opportunity.
Noah kicks to Kidd, and it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
Taken away by Kidd. Hayward outside. 1:31 left in the third quarter. From down in the low post. It goes.
And how about Hayward mixing it up inside there? Shows he can score on either side of the three-point line and really makes him more difficult to guard.
Green against Noah. Here's Garrett. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. From outside the arc, that one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Kidd.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Simmons passes to Garrett. 40 seconds left here in the third quarter. Just 5 on the clock. That one drops for him. Doncic has got 5 points in the quarter.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Now here's Noah. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Moncrief's shot is off.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And no good on the last second attempt this time. And we've reached the end of the third. Spurs lead by 4. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
It's a long game. It's a long game. But listen, we don't have a chance if we don't rebound and defend and give them second chance points. It takes too much out of us. All right?
Well, the message there, can't give up additional scoring opportunities.
He is on point with that. They have got to do a better job on the backboards. And right now, the effort is lacking.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Gobert, Kevin McHale out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Guerin in at the shooting guard position. That's the San Antonio 5. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Spurs making a switch here. Hill's checked in. Richmond, he's checked in for the Trailblazers.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Nobody near Granger. But they'll get another chance. Here's Moncrief. And McHale pulls it down. McHale's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. He dishes it to Doncic. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. And Simmons, he's checked in for the Spurs. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Portland. Kidd comes in for Moncrief. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And Simmons kicks to Gobert. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Doncic from the arc. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Trailblazers trail by 6. It's stolen by McHale. Simmons against Kidd. Taken away by Kidd. And even 3-on-3 break. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's on Luka Doncic.
And inviting contact, that's something that Richmond does as well as anybody.
Porzingis is checked in for Kevin McHale. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. It's a 3-point game, and Jason Kidd picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Gobert. Simmons with it. And the dunk by Porzingis.
All of that happening because Porzingis moved well off of the screen to find the space.
Kidd kicks to Jordan. Outside, Russell. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Jordan. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Porzingis.
Well, the D cannot handle DJ right now. A gigantic guy on the inside who's going to get those calls most of the time.
Spurs leading by 3. Outside, Simmons. There's the pass to Porzingis. Here's Hill. He's covered by Kidd. Clock at 6. Hill kicks to Gobert.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
A free throw drops for Gobert. And the Spurs making a change here. Duncan's checked in. Trailblazers trail by 4. Granger for the 3. Grant Hill grabs the miss. For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the one made. The shot from the low post is good.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Kidd against Simmons. Pass to Granger from downtown. Portland with a new 14. Richmond dishes to Granger. And it's been a tough game for him offensively. San Antonio leading by 6. Simmons on the wing. He's covered by Kidd. Simmons passes to Duncan. Out to Doncic. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Portland's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Lobs it up for Jordan. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Now, DeAndre Jordan has seen these moments before. Not usually the guy called upon, but, man, delivering in a big spot.
Granger against Doncic. Beyond the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Spurs lead by 7.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. 1:05 left in the 4th quarter of this one. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Grant Hill.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
Here's Doncic, and Jordan sends it back.
If there's one end of the floor that DJ takes seriously, it's the defensive end, and he loves to get up and reject those shots.
It's Richmond on the wing. It's stolen by Duncan, and he commits the intentional foul. .35 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Passes it to Doncic. Yep, it counts.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They trail by 6. 15 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Granger. No good on the quick 3. And they go to the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year. Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
Batum for 3. That shot off.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up. So maybe just a...
David, thank
It's the end at the what I say. Hey, tell that girl like I finna. Let my out to L. Girl acting like she outpost. Black go cop new Rari. Tell us I wanna rise. Below with Barry. All of my got taste. We gon' march in the party. Get out of my way. Like karate. Don't wanna meet that. Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me now. Jewelry costs about 100,000. My enemies never had sympathy. Fergie finna hop in the Bentley. Who am I? No. Hey, look at me now. No. Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me now. No. Yeah. Look at me now. No. Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me now. To your bando, send them through your sandals. They say I remind them of Rondo. Like I'm Alejandro, my Dominican like Halo. No couple. Yo, that pull up to your grip like circus. So lit, man, I need my money. I took the time and time ago, I can now. Feel like I'm in the Congo, run through the jungle like that. Man, I came up with a bando. So that. Look at me, 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 look at me now. You kidding me? All of my jewelry costs about 100,000. My enemies never had sympathy. Fergie finna hop in the Bentley. Who am I? No. Hey, look at me now. No. Look at me, look at me, look at me.
Hey there, it's that time of the week.
It's an all-new episode of NBA 2K TV. First up, there's another 2K League draft in the books.
That's right, and for these draftees, their lives have changed overnight. It is now their job to play NBA 2K.
the brilliant blue water of Miami Beach, glistening from above on a beautiful day here in South Florida. We welcome you to Noche and Beyond here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys. Tonight, a celebration of the Latin culture. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. And here's the upcoming schedule now for the Miami Heat. On Tuesday, it'll be the Phoenix Suns coming into town. Then on Thursday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And you know for that matchup with New York, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
So the net starting five. Rubber is out there with Allen. Then it's Hart.
She bring me a pasta every on I'm glagging. I stick on Joe Rogan. You won't find me clubbing. Cause I'm at the summit. I did it, I done it. You jealous, I run it. I come with your drummers and do something. I'm running it. Ain't no nothing. My flavors are lushing. My neighbors are rushing. The guy them are blushing. My training's a custom. You wanna talk puffin'. You know I'm a gun. I ordered the beef in it. Discussions. Clinical with it. I scribble the lyric. I dribble. I spit it. I bill it and lit it. This fire. You feel it. I feel it. I feel to be liable to kill it. I'm raw and I'm ruckus. I run up and pick up on. My flinger. I mean, I'm in it. I'm cold with it in it. Hold my control my breathing. I just. It's a fact. I sit and do my like how'd I get this off a rap? I rap his jewelry, hit the floor, is he alive. I can't be sure, I can't be right anymore. I ran the light, I went to court, I stood there calm, I'm not distraught. You saw the M, you saw the sport. Don't ask me why, it's what you thought. Hold my control my breathing. I just this evening. Hold my control my breathing. I just this evening. Hold my control my breathing. I just this evening. Hold my control my breathing. I just this evening.
Who can top I? I'm not nice, one eye closed. I'm Popeye. Tracksuit, but I got never wear top man, but I wore top guys. Living up Virgil, before Virgil. Racks in the shoebox, made money. Behind enemy lines, I'm offside. Up in the studio, finding a melody. I got the vertical B, what you telling me? Went to the club and to find me a melody. She kept on telling me she ride with energy. She got a BF, don't care for the I told her just do it, babe. Why are you telling me? She came with sicker than I came with remedy. Faith for the Uber, back to my enemies. This, I don't need sound checks, I got the gift. Went in the room, did a 1 and a 2, and I'm leaving them in a world of wanna be me, but ain't got the wit, ain't got the drive, ain't got the whip. You think you're hard, you think you're it. Pull out and now you got drip. Telling these brothers don't play with the couple of Christian brothers turn anti, a couple of Muslim brothers go ham. I'm punching these lines, so I mess up my hands. Left in a state, still on the estate. I wanna go states, but think that I'm banned because I get paid the same as a band. My taxes cost the whole of your brand.
You're the man on the gram, I'm the man in the south, and I'm rolling about with 10 grand in my mouth. I'm the coldest about who you know the amounts. If you're dissing P money, I'm them out.
I'm rolling about with gold in my mouth. I found out my last show sold me a house. I heard it this ocean, I'm phoning them now. I'm radio knocking, I'm over and out.
Kick disrespect, I flex new. Ruthless man finesse and get huge checks. Ruthless man, I forever be Ellie who's like in a manner of money.
Check 2, get suplex, 2 vet, 2's next. So the mic's got 2 checks. MOE, new album, new sets, you best relax, I ain't no new best.
Wouldn't even bother, couldn't over that. I'm promising I'll pretty with the brothers, still another night, another than a man of animosity. I put all on the stomach and an itty bitty.
Whenever ready, you can tell them that I'm ready. I'll be standing with it like I'm ready to anybody named Shelly. I am not for the telly, you can tell that I'm heavy, got drive like a Chevy.
Hold my control my breathing. I just this evening. Hold my control my breathing. I just.
The 2021 NBA 2K League draft pool consisted of 265 players, and only 63 heard their names called on draft day.
It was exciting from the start. Even before the first pick was made, 2 major trades took place.
Coming into Miami, Florida, that's the destination for the Nets. The big man with a touch as soft as a feather. Nikola Vucevic getting locked in and ready to lead the way for his team as they get pumped up for action at American Airlines Arena. Nets, Heat, just moments away right after this. Hello and thanks for joining us on Noche La NBA, the NBA's celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Heat. On Tuesday, it'll be the Phoenix Suns coming into town. Then on Thursday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And that game against the Knicks, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
So the Nets starting 5. We've got Allen. Harden out there with Davis. Then it's Weber, and it's Cowings in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And for the Heat, King is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's Mullen. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Gasol and at the pivot spot, manning the middle. It'll be the Heat off the tip. Curry against Davis. Curry passes to King. He kicks it to Jackson. 6 to shoot. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going. And you could see frustrations emerge.
But hey, a win is a win. Sometimes you're not going to play your best, so you have to just gut it out, right?
And Steve, as we get into the middle of the season, do you feel we have a good idea of who the contenders are at this point?
The major forces, Kevin, you know for sure where they are. There are always some teams you can't tell if they're legit or not just yet.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Tries it from the top of the key. That one wide left.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Outside Mullen. Here's Gasol. Lays it up off the glass.
Marc Gasol does so many things. One of my favorite attributes, toughness and grit he brings to this team.
Davis, the pass to Weber. Kicks it to Harden. Back to Weber. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. From deep. Harden, no good.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Brooklyn with the ball. Following the three from Chris Mullen. Back to Harden. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
King, the pass to Mullen. Here's Gasol, who's back up. And it's Cowens with the rebound.
This is the shot you want, right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Another miss by Harden.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Here's Mullen. Again, Mullen missing.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Mullen against Harden. This one for three. And it's King with the rebound.
He has gone ice cold this quarter. Obviously not helping their cause.
Curry kicks to Mullen. No good. Shot missing. Good work defensively by Harden.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
The Nets shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Rashard Lewis. He's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Tatum comes in for King. And Jones subbed in for Mullen. Free throw good, Davis.
And Davis, all energy. Big physical point guard with that shoot-first mentality.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, in that one, the shot selection wasn't terrible, but they had to tighten it up. It did not happen.
They never really got into a rhythm, despite trying a few different things. Sometimes it's just not your night.
Bogues, he's checked in for the Nets. The pass to Tatum. Shoots over Anunoby. Here's Gasol. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
You know, few active players have taken more contact inside than Marc Gasol. He knows how to handle it.
Shoots from the elbow. Here's Vucevic. Makes it off the glass.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
The Heat with the lead. Here's Curry. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Amazing display of concentration by Stephen Curry. So gifted at scoring the basketball.
Murphy against Curry. Here's Vucevic. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper. Vucevic has got his second basket of the game. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Curry. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I mean, it is hard to keep Stephen Curry from scoring. And then you add he's getting to the free throw line. That's really annoying for the defense.
Miami shooting their first free throws here tonight.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
first one.
As we know, Steph's one of the game's most accurate shooters. He's part of the 50-40-90 club.
Julius Randle's checked in for the Heat. And he makes the first but misses the second. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That wing, athleticism, and toughness. The future for Anunoby is very bright.
Curry against Murphy. And here is Curry. Outside, Jones from deep three-point range. That one's not going to go. It's all tied in Miami. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So for Brooklyn now, Vucevic is out there with Anunoby. Then it's Dennis Rodman. Then it's Bogues. And it's Murphy in at the point. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Bogues with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Shot clock at 6. The three. And Levine with the block.
You see the quickness and focus of Levine. Tracks the shot, shuts it down.
Rodman against Curry. Back to Levine. There's the triple. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Weber, he's checked in for the Nets. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Murphy inside. He's defended by Randle. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. The Nets have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. And Miami making a change here. Mullins is checked in. James Harden, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
What's up?
And very few players have ever been as good from the line as Murphy. This is his zone, and he's been known to go weeks without missing a free throw.
Now here's Curry. Count it. Curry's got 5.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Pass to Weber. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Outside, Levine. And it's Miami with another.
Such great balance and rhythm on this shot. Zach LaVine making it look easy.
Harden dishes to Vucevic. Pass to Weber. Murphy against Curry. 5 to shoot. And Murphy kicks to Weber. And here's Harden for 3. And no good that time. And it's Miami the other way. Here's Tatum. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Kings check in for Steph Curry. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Allen against King.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Harden, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
I mean, how many spots on the floor is Harden not effective from? I'll tell you, not many.
Pass to King. Miami no good on that time either.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
Harden kicks to Allen. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. And the Nets lead by 2.
And this is Allen's game. One of the quickest releases we've ever seen. Amazing shooting off that pass.
On the wing, Mullen pulls it up. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Mullen's got it all tied up now for the Heat.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Weber, the pass to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Some changes here for the Heat. Marc Gasol's checked in for Julius Randle. Lewis comes in for Tatum. And Jones subbed in for Zach LaVine. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. To the right side. They get a hand on it. 54 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Bones. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Here's Jones. Softly drops in the floater. Jones has got his first points of the night.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Weber dishes to Davis. Back to Weber, and Weber throws it down.
And Weber, just tremendous size in the paint, easily rising up to take that one home.
Jones against Bogues. Here's Jones. Inside, 6 on the shot clock, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
He's a handful inside. Marc Gasol taking it right at the defense, and he created some of that contact.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. First one falls for.
You know Marc Gasol's brother Powell, he was a top 3 pick. Mark fell to the second round and had to work for everything he's achieved.
And so Marc Gasol nails both of them.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Here's Bowles. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater.
Stephen Curry with the hustle play on the defensive end. Great contest of the shot also.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Nets lead by 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Zach, a hard-fought first half. What changes have to be made to get a little separation?
They're making tough shots. We're trying to stick to our concept, so we got to come back, make plays, make shots, and, just stay solid.
Always a challenge for a young team. Thanks for your time, Zach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. And by just a fraction, they got the better of the action in the second quarter. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
The number one takeaway is how well they're moving the ball. And the assists are coming in bunches. Always a good sign from an offense to see all those assists on the board. It makes a lot of your teammates happy.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
Well, it was an uneven first half in terms of defense. Look, they gave up a lot of good looks. The field goal percentage is over 50%. That's got to come down if they want to win this game.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. One of the stories here, Baron Davis really getting it done today.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
You know, you almost take it for granted. You look at his numbers from the first half, they're just expected at this point.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Jaren Jackson is out there with King. And it's Marc Gasol. Then it's Curry. And it's Mullen in at the 2 guard. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Good work there as it goes. Harden's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nets. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to effecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA.
This is where Curry's excellent. Ball in hand, making decisions.
Harden inside the three-point line. Another miss by Harden.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
Kicks it to Mullen. Outside Curry. Here's Gasol. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. And Weber's got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. A 2-point game. The shot's good from Cowan.
And Cowan is a physical player. He seems to welcome any challenge the D throws at him. Remarkable at scoring, even while getting knocked around.
Now here's Jackson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Mullen kicks to Jackson. Outside Curry. Webber's at the elbow. Here's Gasol. Rebound, Brooklyn. Cowens has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Davis, the pass to Webber. The shot's good. Now it's a 6-point Nets lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Give it up for your Heat dancers.
And some changes here for the Heat. Julius Randle's checked in for Jackson. Jason Tatum comes in for King. And Levine subbed in for Mullen. Now here's Curry. 5 points in the game. He dishes it to Tatum. Releases. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
Harden outside. On deep. That shot off the mark. And Miami the other way now. Tatum dishes to Curry. From deep three-point range. Rebound, Brooklyn. Webber's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Down low. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's the teardrop. Count that one. Gasol's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
A shot by Harden, wide open. The offensive rebound, Vucevic, and he comes up with the deuce. Vucevic has got 6 points.
Always a battle when you're up against Vucevic. His soft touch helps him convert inside.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Dennis Rodman picks one up. The Heat shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
3rd pick in that 17 NBA draft after a strong rookie campaign. I think Tatum was going to be around for a while.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Lewis checked in for Gasol. And Jones subbed in for Zach LaVine. And a change for the Nets. Wegs is checked in.
Very surprising he couldn't capitalize on those shots. You don't see that often.
Here's Webber. Randle brings the double team. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Brooklyn with the ball. 5 on the clock. From deep. Murphy can't hit. The Heat trail by 8. Here's Tatum. Lays it up and banks it in.
And you get the sense Tatum is used to getting hit when he's penetrating inside. It almost seems as if he embraces those challenges.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Good on the bucket. Murphy's got the lead. Back up to 8 now for Brooklyn.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Murphy against Curry. Outside, Jones. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 6 assists now in the game.
And Jones is known to be a deadly three-point shooter. A beautiful shooting motion there on those triples.
And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. It's the Nets. They lead by 5. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter next. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And You love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Davis is out there with Wegs. Then it's Allen, and it's Vucevic, and it's Cowens in at the 4 slot. Now here's Tatum. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Nets leading by 5. And the rejection by Jackson. And they get it back. Good on the shot.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's Mullen. Outside, Jones. Now the pass to Tatum. Kicks it out to Jones. Nailed from three-point land.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Davis inside, working on Jones, and it's Davis missing. Tatum on the wing, defended by Allen. Tatum passes to Lewis. And the layup's good off the glass. Lewis has got his first bucket in this one.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
And the rejection by Jackson. Jones looking for an opening. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Poked away. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Kings checked in for Miami. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. It's Davis with the drive, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Nets lead by 4.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
And Baron Davis picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Marc Gasol's checked in for the Heat. Curry comes in for Jones. And then for Brooklyn, Weber, he's checked in for Vucevic. And it's James Harden in for Bogues. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Pass to Mullen. Outside Curry. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some.
That's a momentum bucket from Stephen Curry. Big-time shot from a big-time player.
And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Brooklyn Nets. They lead by 1. Allen surveying the D. Weber kicks to Allen. Pass to Harden. On deep. The rebound by Gasol. Gasol's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. King, the pass to Curry. Jackson in the corner. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Miami's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. King's shot is off. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Harden against Curry. Harden can't hit.
You know, and after fighting to get back into it, that was the chance there to tie it up.
Ever so close. Needed that one to go down.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. They're down by 4. 52 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Marc Gasol.
And he's got to be thrilled with how well he shot the ball, Kevin. Good on almost 60% of his shots. That's what I call an efficient performance. And a team loves having someone that dependable they can rely on.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. We know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
How about that skill set that Cowens possesses? Shoots a high clip from the field and rebounds the ball well at either big man position.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 5. He hits both from the stripe. .34 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and so they foul intentionally. Here's Curry, and now we've got the intentional foul.
Shooting 2.
He gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Productive trip to the line extended their lead.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're behind by 6. 29 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Second difference between the shot clock and the game. The three from Harden. Wow, came this close to a 4-point. Boy, he'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attack mode.
The second one drops, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
And that makes it a one-possession game, guys. Got to be the biggest free throws of the game thus far.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Nice job extending the lead and making this a 2-possession game now.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock, and the Nets miss again.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. 17 seconds left in the game. And here's Harden for 3. Rebound by the Heat. Now here's Curry. And so it's Miami winning this one.
up from the hill, watch it, then we watch up, swap it out. It's a flip. Woo. Haters gotta pay me for a diss when I never miss. It's a heard my youngers, they just for it. When they it's a split. Young boy, I never miss. My oh my, what a time to be alive. Call my name every time we fly. G5, we just living life. Put in a good word. I'm on a good team. I got a whole squad of we on the same things. We on the same line. We got the same goals. We got the same brothers. We got the same souls. Oh, what's it gonna be? I got money on me. All dogs go to Vegas. Put 100,000 on me. I got haters around me, like Carface and Charlie. We ain't got no attachment. I kick them off like Chun-Li. Come up from the hill, watch it, then we watch up, swap it out. It's a flip. Haters gotta pay me for a diss when I never miss. It's heard my youngers, they just for it. When they hit, it's a split. Young boy, I never miss. Light up the sky in the nighttime. Let your light shine. Say my name, say it 3 times. Out my way, now it's me time.
At number 2, Pacers Gaming drafted 630, while Warriors Gaming Squad selected Hezi at number 3. 76ers president of basketball operations Daryl Morey announced the 4th overall pick.
76ers GC is picking Dre, point guard.
And that shot should leave no doubt as to where we are tonight. It's the Toyota Center here in downtown Houston, Texas. Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of No Chick. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston. On Monday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Toronto Raptors. And then on Wednesday, they'll host the Charlotte Hornets.
And looking at that Timberwolves matchup, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. Nikola Jokic loves to pass. He said an assist makes 2 people happy instead of just 1. So, it
sure is. Thanks, D.A. Terrific talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Maravich. Pippen is out there with Parrish, and it's Bailey in at the 4-man position. And for the Rockets, Collins is out there with Jokic. Then there's Dominique Wilkins. Then there's Robertson, and it's McGrady in at the 2. McGrady outside. It's Wilkins on the wing. From deep three-point range, a shot by McGrady, no good. On offense, here are the Clippers. It's a 3-point game. It's Pippen with a drive, and it goes down 2 points.
Yeah, gotta respect the quickness of Pippen. Just terrific at getting to the right spot there in transition.
Jokic on top. Kicks it out to Robertson. To the middle, here's Maravich. Rockets with the rebound. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these 2 terrific teams last year.
Exactly. They split the series, Greg. 2 elite teams and conference foes renewing that rivalry tonight.
Maravich, the pass to Pippen. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Pippen, simply put, one of the best small forwards of all time. A defensive powerhouse and a fearless scorer.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of this.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
That free throw good from Pippen. And both free throws good for Pippen. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. And here is McGrady. From past the arc. And he's good on the three ball.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside.
Here's Bing. Covered by Robertson. And it's sent back by Jokic. And here comes McGrady leading the fast break. He gets it in there. McGrady's got 5 now.
Well, you know, if you're playing Robertson to score, not a bad idea, but that means you're going to leave other guys open, and he'll find them.
Pass to Pippen. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. That shot misses. Wilkins with the defensive effort. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a... Oh, what a play! Woo!
There are very few guys in this league who make dunking a true art form. Neek is one of those guys.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
The Clippers trail. Pippen with it. But they get it back. They can't stop the run with that one. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control.
Pass to Jokic. Stolen by Parrish. Outside Pippen. Passes it to Bing. That one goes. Count it. He's got 5.
And Scottie Pippen's so good at surveying the floor. Like seeing him find the open man with those sweet dishes.
Robertson outside. And Wilkins slams it in.
And I'm not sure it's even possible to throw it too high for Dominique. He has a vertical plus the length. And that's an alley-oop waiting to happen every time he runs the floor.
Here's Maravich. Here's Pippen. Excellent D there from Wilkins.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Jokic. Rebounded by Bailey.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
It's blocked. Here's Pippen.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
And that one's good. McGrady. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Rockets.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
McGrady against Maravich. Now, here is McGrady. Defense is right there. That one, no good. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks, and that one is good.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
McGrady against Maravich. Now, here is McGrady. He's guarded closely. Outside Wilkins. McGrady outside. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Back right after this. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few thoughts about how to help his team succeed.
Selfless. I mean, you need to took your pride, you took your ego out, just to be part of the team and do whatever you need to do to obviously be the best player in your roles.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a numbers standpoint?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
They've got Adebayo. Iguodala out there with Sabonis. And it's Wall, and it's Francis in at the shooting guard position. It's the 5 for Houston right now. And that one's good, Francis. Francis has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Clippers trail by 6. Cheeks the pass to Red. Got a piece of it. Sabonis with the steal. And it's Houston on the break. A nice shot by Wall.
Boy, the unselfishness of Iguodala is really admirable. A forward with excellent vision. He has a feel for when one of his guys is open.
Cheeks the pass to Capella. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Inside. They swipe it. And here we go. Houston running again. And Wall with the slam.
How about the fast hands there on display defensively from Francis? Always active on D and constantly looking to come up with steals.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Cheeks against Wall. And they get it. Cheeks no good.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Allen dishes to Wallace. And there's the pass to Capella. Clippers moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. On deep. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead. Statistically speaking, let's see where the Rockets sit right now.
And you mentioned their points off turnovers. That stat gives you some idea of how they play the game at both ends. It's all about attack basketball.
Man, it's such a pleasure to watch Sabonis work. A great basketball IQ and an unreal passer for a big guy.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And the Clippers call time here. Well, we know the TV networks have brought more revenue, Greg, to the NBA. The expectation is for another bump when they renegotiate in 2023.
You know, at the same time, though, Kevin, with all the cord cutters out there, the league looking to make the game more accessible to those fans. I expect that to be a big part of this next deal.
Right, on your tablet, smartphone, or your computer. And the Rockets making a change here. Collins is checked in. Back to Mirovic. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Houston leading by 16. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Here's McGrady. And good work on the boards. They pick up a second chance points. McGrady's got 10.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
1:41 left to play in the first half.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
It's Wilkins with the drive. Oh, and the dunk by Wilkins.
Boy, the human highlight film. Wilkins that time crushing it off the dribble.
Here's Bing. 5 points in the game. And it's sent back by Jokic.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play. The board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
Hard work on the offensive glass always does that. I mean, his fans will remember the dunk, but the coaches love the rebound.
To the inside. Pippen with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Bing, the pass to Bailey. And the rejection by Collins. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And here's Robertson outside. Connects from three-point range. Robertson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Bing. The teardrop falls in. He's got 7.
And with a merciful bucket, he snaps a terrific run by Houston.
Robertson kicks to McGrady. That's in, coming off the assist from Robertson. Robertson's got his 6th assist on the night with 2 seconds left.
And Maravich is such a great scorer. All eyes are on him, but his eyes are on his teammates. A tremendous dual threat.
And so it's Houston finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And we'll be back with you shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see you. And the Rockets, a playoff team for the last 8 seasons. Superstar talent, but to this point they've been unable. And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. We're seeing a tremendous game from Tracy McGrady.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Clippers. They've got Pippen. Parrish is out there with Maravich. And it's Bing in at the point.
One of the all-time greats and most versatile scorers ever, Oscar Robertson, showing you how easy it is for him to get to the line.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Jokic. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. From deep 3-point range, Pippen can't hit.
and a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And how about the vision there from the Big O, guys? Beautiful.
Outside Pippen. Pass to Maravich. They need this. That's Oscar Robertson with the rebound. Robertson's got his 4th rebound in this one. The dunk with a foul on top of it. So strong.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
For Houston, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Adebayo is checked in for Jokic. Sabonis comes in for Collins. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Dominique Wilkins. And John Wall subbed in for Robertson. To the paint, here's Allen. It's deflected.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0-3.
And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Pass to Red. Fires from deep. That one doesn't drop. The Rockets go the other way with it. Here's Iguodala. Passes it to Adebayo. Outside, Sabonis. Red against Iguodala. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. No one near Wall as he lets it go. Misses the 3. The Clippers have gone 0 of 5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. Here's Houston now. A 12-0 run right now and counting. And it's in there. Wall's got 9.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Cheeks the pass to Allen. Wallace looking for an opening. Kicks to Capella. Allen dishes to Wallace. The pass to Cheeks. Goes up on the high post. It's rebounded by Houston. Sabonis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Down low. Here's Adebayo. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Iguodala's got 3 assists in the game. 58 seconds left in the third. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Clint Capella. He's averaging 15 points a game, 14 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Francis passes to Robertson. And here's Jokic. Offline with his 3. Here's Cheeks. Pass to Parrish. To the left side wing. Here's Cheeks. And it's sent back by Jokic.
You know, this is what we've seen Jokic do every night. I mean, he puts himself in position to make an impact on the game.
And the Clippers making a change here. Maravich is checked in. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Bailey is checked in for the Clippers. And here are the Rockets. They've outscored them 16 points to 2, not slowing down. And it's blocked. Pass to Bing. Out to Maravich. No good on the three. And so it's Houston way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Collins. He's out there with Jokic. And it's Robertson in at the shooting guard. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Maravich, good. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for him.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I'd throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Passes it to Pippen.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Houston's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Floats it up for Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Well, Jokic always in sync with his teammates, which is part of why he's able to put together these highlight reel sequences.
Here's the lob to the hoop. It's deflected. Outside for Pippen. Jacks up a 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Pippen's got 5 points now this quarter.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Bing. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Robertson against Maravich. Pulls from the top of the key. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And really one of the best at working kind of that in-between area. He's got that high release point on his jumper, which makes it unblockable.
Pippen for 3. It's rebounded by Robertson. Robertson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Jokic high post. Back to Robertson. To the middle. And Jokic slings it in.
At his size, Jokic a threat to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
Bing, the pass to Maravich. Drills the three-pointer.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
And the pass to Peterson. Out left to the wing. Robertson is doubled. 1:43 left in the fourth. Kicks it out to Collins. And it's off from three-point range. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Bailey, and the rejection by Collins.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Houston.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early, and you're going to be seeing them that often.
The Rockets have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. 40 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Rocket 6. Houston moving the ball around. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Here's Bailey. And the shot is long. Now here's Robertson. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that about wraps it up.
This plane is crashing. I'm yelling.